Okay. Hi, I'm Masana. I am a senior majoring in speech communication, and I have been working for University Housing as an RA for 3 years now.
I'm Alexa Creech. I am a senior, and I'm a math education major, and I've been working for Housing for 2.5 years now. I think it's important to have the curriculum for the learning outcomes because they're actually something you can relate back to your wing. Like when I was going to do passive programs at the beginning of each month, I would look at issues I would have in my wing and how it related to the different learning outcomes and try to relate that back to something that my residents could take a survey on or look at a bulletin board at that would hopefully help fix any problems or keep the ball rolling with something good that was going on.
What is your favorite part of our curriculum?
I would say probably the cell in the nutshell. Like you kind of said before, it helps keep me organized and on track so I know what I need to do when. Since we're both so busy, it helps schedule our time a little bit better. What about you? What's your favorite part?
I think just kind of being able to focus. I think my energy is good because I know sometimes it gets really crazy and you're like, okay, well, I have this to do and I have that to do, and you're like, well, what time of year is it and what are my residents really kind of dealing with? And then you have like the needs of a first-year resident versus the needs of an upperclassman resident. And I think that the cell does a good job of kind of breaking that down. Or even me moving from a res hall to like Cougar Village, which is more apartment styles, I think that that's been really beneficial for me to kind of shift and meet the needs of my residents now, which were a little bit different from the needs of my residents like before.
Right. And especially when you're trying to focus on what the needs are of your residents, that's when the learning outcomes come into play and are a huge help. And even now that I'm starting to student teach and be in the classroom more, I've found that I'm able to take those skills and use them in the classroom, even with my students, like asking them, like, have you thought about this, and working on bulletin boards and things that would be beneficial for them.
I think it'll be cool though, like, because I want to go into student affairs, to be on the other side of it, to see like how it works though, like, because I know like I said, like we kind of RA our friends, and like I know like professional staff kind of, they do the same thing to us, even though we don't realize it, I don't think, but I think that'll be cool too to see what the curriculum looks like as a professional staff member and how like we can use that to help our RAs, or well, I would use that to help our RAs kind of succeed, which is cool.
It definitely relates to everything in real life, like sustainability. I found myself recycling everything I grabbed.
Right, isn't that cool? It's like, you're like stuff that you would have never thought about, like doing. I think that when you're aware and you're informed, I think that helps a lot. Then you can be like, oh, like I would have never thought that there was a step-by-step process that you could use to raise awareness about philanthropy or something like that, or whatever the case is that you want to kind of get people thinking about. I think it's a good tool for that.
And it definitely pushes us as students, if we're talking to our residents about academics, we need to be on top of our academics as well, and have those experiences to help them.
Yeah, I think it helps us become well-rounded without knowing that.
Yes.
It's like hiding the vegetables.
Or the strawberries covered in chocolate.